Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I need to get me another mount actually for my car so I can do videos in my car. But a lot of people have lost their jobs. Over 50 million people have literally already lost their jobs in America. So I have some new students, I have some new clients and things of that nature that have lost, their job. So, there's people that say, you know what, Tanisha, I lost my job and, unemployment's not enough. The stimulus pack wasn't enough. I took money out my 401k, that wasn't enough. I was, able to, get into my savings, that wasn't enough. So what's happening now is that people are now realizing that their whole career at their job, whether they was a cop, whether they was a lawyer, whether, you had an entry-level job, whether you were a social worker, bellman, working in, a corporation, working, wherever, hotels, wherever, right? Cleaning. And I've been preaching this for 7 years. Your job basically consumed your life. So you had this cloud over your mind. You had this cloud over your mind that, okay, my job is everything. My job is the end all be all. I don't need a new skill because my job ain't going nowhere. I don't need to invest in myself because my job ain't going nowhere. The skill that I have, I'm going to use at this job and that's it. So what people are now realizing is like, damn, the whole time I was at my job, I could have been learning a new skill, right? The whole time that I was at my job, I could have been investing in myself, right? And see, here's the thing, what Zig Ziglar says, once you stop investing in yourself, you already start dying. So if you were one of those people that lost your job and you didn't have a extra skill or another skill outside of your job to go learn how to make your own money and create your own bag, you are already dead. You were just the living dead, and you were literally living dead at your job, right? So you getting fired or you getting laid off from your job was actually a blessing. So don't look at it as, this is a terrible thing. Look at this as, you know what? Now I'm able to gain a skill set. Now I'm able to invest some money into myself, right? But here's a bigger issue, guys. If you never invested in yourself, you don't believe you're worth even investing in yourself. If you never invested in yourself, you don't even believe that you are even worth investing in yourself. So here's my suggestion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not, a professional advisor or whatever. I'm just an entrepreneur who, when I got fired from my job fired me, and I said, fuck this job. Fuck jobs altogether. I said, fuck jobs. I don't want to go back to a job. I don't want no fucking supervisor anymore. I don't want no motherfucking boss anymore. I don't want to have anxiety. I don't want to be constipated. I don't want to work overtime, anymore. I don't want someone telling me when to come in, when to leave, when I got to take lunch, when I can go to the bathroom. I don't want that no more. So I had to create my own. I had to gain a skill set, right? So now is your opportunity to gain a skill. And the best skill to gain right now is learning how to use the internet, learning how to market online, learning how to advertise online. That's the best skill that you can gain right now. You didn't do it when you had your job because you thought your job was the end all be all. You didn't do it when you had your job because you thought your job was it. You didn't invest in yourself because you're like, well, what I'm going to gain a new skill for when my job is paying me. And when I leave this job, I'm going to go get retirement. I'm going to get my Social Security. I'm going to get my, 401k so I don't have to gain a new skill. Now, a lot of people are like, damn, I wish I would have knew how to get my own bag outside of a job, because now I'm about to be homeless. Now I got to get my car repossessed. Now my kids, I got to be asking people, for money to eat. Now I got to be on the food line, trying to get food so my kids can eat. It's humiliating. People don't want to be on the food line. The food line is growing daily. They had it on the news. All over the country, they got these food banks and these food lines, and the food line is growing. The churches is giving away food and don't even have enough food to give away because there's so many people on the food lines. Life after your job, because here's the thing. Your job don't give a fuck about you. I remember when I had a job, my daughter, she has diabetes. And when she first got diabetes, I was like a little nervous wreck. I didn't really understand diabetes. I didn't understand diseases. I didn't understand it. Nobody in my family had it. So nobody in my family has diseases and stuff. So I didn't really get educated. I didn't know. And, one day I was at work and the doctor actually called me and said, I just want to run some more tests on your daughter. Could you just, bring her in? So I was like, okay, well, cool or whatever. So I called my daughter's school and told them that I was on my way, to come and get her because she got a doctor's appointment, even though it wasn't a doctor's appointment, but the doctor called and said, bring her in. So it's kind of like a doctor's appointment, right? So I'm packing myself up to leave. Now, this is like maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm packing my stuff up to leave. And I had 9 to 5. So I wasn't leaving work till like 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock sometimes. As I'm packing my stuff up, my supervisor walks past my office, because I used to have my own office. She walked past and she was saying, why are you packing up? I said, oh, my daughter has a doctor's appointment and I gotta go. And she said, no, you're not. And my brain, my head, that didn't register. That shit didn't register for me. So I was like, huh? What? Wait, you're telling me that I can't take my child to a doctor's appointment that she needs to go to, but I got to stay here and chase after everybody else's kids? I kindly continued to pack my shit. I was packing up my, my stuff and get my bag. And I fucking left. I left. Came back the next day, came in 9 o'clock. She called me in her office. Oh, I had to write you up because, I told you that you couldn't leave. And I said, baby, do what you have to. I said, do exactly what you have to at this job. Because at the end of the day, guys, I don't need a grown motherfucker telling my grown motherfucking ass that I can't take care of my child. My kids are everything to me, right? So I can't have another grown motherfucker telling me, oh no, you can't go take care of your kid because you got to take care of these other kids and you got work to do. Bitch, bye. So right there was a turning point for me. And I said, man, I can't work this job for another year. I can't work this bitch for another 25 years. I don't know how the fuck people work jobs for 25 years anyway. You got a grown motherfucker telling you your grown ass what to do? I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no more. So I started coming in late, started doing what the fuck I wanted to do, saying what the fuck I wanted to say. And guess what? After that, it actually took them 2 years to fire me. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas ain't trying to fire me? Because the thing about social work, it's a big turnover rate. And you ain't got, there's plenty of jobs in social work, but there ain't plenty of people to fill them motherfuckers. So it took them 2 years after me doing what the fuck I wanted to do to fire me. I wish they would have fired me the next day. They didn't. So I just came in when I wanted. I was going to the meetings when I felt like it, whatever. But that was a turning point for me. That showed me, you know what? My bachelor's degree ain't worth shit. All I did was get a bachelor's degree so that I can go have another adult tell me what the fuck to do. No. I spent 6 years in college just to go have somebody tell me what to do. Fuck college. Fuck this job shit. So I had to learn a new skill. I had to learn the skill of network marketing. I had to learn the skill of internet marketing. I had to learn the skill of e-commerce. I had to learn the skill of customer service. I had to learn the skill of sales. I had to learn the skill of personal development. I had to learn the skill of having a vision. I had to learn the skill of coaching. I had to learn the skill of leadership. It took me 3 years and I'm still learning, right? So, never stop learning. So if you lost your job, now's the time to learn that new skill. You always want to learn how to cook. You always want to learn how to, get a new language, right? You always want to learn how to start your own business. Now's the time. I posted something on Instagram and it said, in 2010, you would have to go to college, get a degree, find, some venture capital, to, fund your business, or, get a job, in the field that you wanted, and make, a couple of dollars and work there for 40 years. In 2020, you could be 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old, build a website, build a following, make 6 and 7 figures, and live your life and not answer to no boss. And that's the reality of what's happening now. That's why I tell people, don't force your kids to go to college. Because black people, we want to live the American dream. But the American dream is really a fucking nightmare for black America. We want to go to college, but it costs $100 grand. We want to go to college, but it costs 50 grand. And then when we pay this 50 grand, 100 grand, we can't get a refund. And then we can't get a job in that field. And now we die with student loan debt. Nah, my kids ain't getting in student loan debt. I already paid my student loans off. My husband paid his student loans off. Done with that shit. That's a death trap, right? So I'd rather your child have a business first. And if they want to go to college, have college as a plan B. If they want to get a job, have the job as a plan B. Same thing for you. Now you don't have a job. I'm talking to the people who don't have a job, the people that got laid off from their job. So now you don't have a job. Now your plan A is going to be your business. Plan B is going to be a job. But you got to change your mindset though. Because you're so used to working for someone. You're so used to people telling you what to do. You're so used to working for a minimum wage, or you used to working, for a certain amount of money that you don't believe that you can make 5 figures from home, 6 figures from home, 7 figures from home. You don't believe it. Right? So you won't invest in yourself and you won't gain a new skill set. But here's the reality, guys. The world is changing. And those that get the knowledge and those that get the right education to learn how the world is moving and innovate are going to be the ones that win. Those that don't invest in themselves, those that don't get the knowledge, those that don't get new skill sets will be the ones who will be broke, who will be down, and who will be out. It's really that simple. So if you lost your job, learn a new skill. So what if it takes, you a year to learn the skill, 6 months to learn the skill? So what? What else you got to do? Go look for a job? What's the fucking alternative? Look for a job? What's the alternative? Go back to college, which is worthless? What's the alternatives? Right? So, again, guys, you paid how much for college? 100 grand, 50 grand? And you can't get shit, but people don't want to pay $1,000 for a course, $2,000 for a course, $5,000 for a course because they think it's too much. Okay, well, keep paying your fucking student loan debt. That's going to drown you to death. And never learn a new skill. So we got to be resourceful and we got to be skillful, guys, because if you learn a new skill, you can teach your children a new skill too. And then you can teach your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews. You can teach all of them a new skill. And now everybody has a new skill on how to get their own bag. And everybody's not worried about, oh, well, I need a job. I got to apply for McDonald's. I got to go apply here. I got to go apply for Target. Oh, the supervisor. Oh, they didn't want to hire me. No, hire your motherfucking self. How about that? Hire your motherfucking self. Hire yourself. Period. So go to blackwolf101.net. If you want to fix your credit, go to jointanishamarie.com. And if you want to learn how to create your own e-commerce, then go to workwithtanisha.com.